look at this analysis of how much the rich, the super, super rich, pay in taxes. You see on the left-hand side, there's two ones. The red line is the 400 richest families. 400 richest, just 400. Yeah. And the gray line at the bottom is the bottom 50%. Now, the bottom 50%, that's like, well, there's like 130 million families or households in the United States. So the bottom 50% is, sort of like a 60, 70 million households. So you got 65 million households. So half the United States, and then you have 400 families on that red line. And now, see, there used to be a big spread. So the bottom half paid about 20%, the top half paid about 60%. Now, see what happened to the taxes? That was back in 1960. Now, in 2018, the top richest 400% are paying less taxes than the bottom 50%. Man, that's incredible to me. Yeah. But see, that's a reason about how I think it's advantage to be making money by yourself. In other words, if you create income, either on the gig economy, but out of your house, because see, like rich people, you think, oh, if I'm rich, I'll have a private jet. Okay, but really, nobody has a private jet. Every jet people are losing is a business expense. They write it off. They pay it. They pay it before they pay their taxes, not after. In other words, they don't pay 20% of the taxes. Then what they have left, they buy the jet. They buy the jet first, and then their income goes down by millions of dollars, whatever the hell the jet costs, and they pay the taxes on the rest. That's why I see the tax rate in favors people creating their own income. And now with the gig economy, people could work at home and create their own income a lot easier than ever before in America, because all the complications we used to have in doing that is solved by the cloud, and the marketing is solved by the cloud, and all this kind of stuff. So you just sit there and create income, and see, you could take part of your living expenses and write that off. So they become business expenses. You're using your part of your house or your whatever, you're using part of your car, you're taking people to dinner who may be customers. All that stuff is done with before tax money. And you don't need an accountant to figure that out. Let me show you here how there we go here. Where is it? Come on, okay, here. I have a report. Now, if you're, remember Lesko help, I'll show you this video. But you could call the IRS and they'll talk to you. And I have a video here, for members, be able to watch this video on how I just called the IRS and say, hey, how do I write off this in my taxes? Okay. And I can't even afford an accountant, but it kills me. I just, the government, why do we have to pay money to find out what the government's doing? You just call the government and ask them what's legal. And that's the safest thing in the world to do. And you'll hear my conversation. I recorded it and everything. So you can hear me talk to the IRS official about how to write off my rent, my mortgage, everything. Okay. Now, see, that's only one way to do it. Now, if you don't make a lot of money, you don't have that. Now there's also ways to get money back that people don't know about. People don't know that they could get an extra like $24,000 grant from the IRS because they didn't make a lot of money. And that goes up to like $56,000 income. You make less than that, you'll be able to get up to that amount. And 20% that are eligible don't apply. That's millions and millions and millions of people that aren't applying for this money, that they actually get it from there. Even if you owe no taxes, they send you the money. Now that's like a grant from the IRS, even if you don't pay taxes. Now that's what people don't know. And it's called the Earned Income Tax Credit. If you don't go to H&R Block to find out about that. No, go to the IRS and find out about it. And the forms are there, and you call them up like I do and find out. And also I show you here, I have another report that members could get this whole report, all this stuff, save you some time searching the internet. But I want everybody to know, even if you're not a member, Then I show you how, if you owe the IRS money, there's a law that you only have to pay 10% of what you owe. And I show you how to do that step by step. There's an interview of a young woman who's actually a member and has done that. And that's available for members to learn from. So there's all this kind of help that's available, and people don't know. And that's a pity, because you Google tax help, you're going to get every accountant and lawyer and everything that wants to spend your money, and you don't have to, and that's why I think it's advantageous if you know, we're pushing more and more people are being self-employed, making money at home or whatever. It's now getting a lot easier than ever before. There's all this free help to do it. And there's opportunities that don't cost anything. Everything I send you will never cost you anything. You go to Google, you're going to run into people that are going to get money from you, because that's how Google makes money and stays and satisfies their investors, and all this is by getting money from people. But see, the people I show you don't pay Google. So Google has no incentive to show you these people. They'll show you the people they're getting money from, right? Makes sense, okay? So that's why Lesko Help to me is the only place in America where you can go, and every website I show you are people that give you money and not take your money. You don't have to put up with that, but you got to know your options.